What's up, everybody? It's your boy again, the Unabonger, the official mascot of Humane Garbage. And if this is your first time watching one of our videos, please do us a favor and hit that subscribe button. Thanks! So on my daily Twitter journeys, I kind of came across this article from Vice today. Penguin Random House staff confront publisher about new Jordan Peterson book. As you saw a couple videos ago, I made a video about Jordan Peterson. Not really shitting on him, but kind of just conveying some concern I have for some things that he says that I feel might be less than genuine, I suppose. But anyway, I came across this. As you know too, I'm kind of into publishing as well. I'm interested in that. So this is going to kind of be something I can comment on from two kind of different angles, I suppose. So anyway, let's take a look at this article. During a tense town hall, staff cried and expressed dismay with the publishing giant's decision to publish Beyond Order, 12 More Rules for Life. Several Penguin Random House Canada employees confronted management about the company's decision to publish a new book by controversial Canadian psychologist Jordan Peterson at an emotional town hall Monday, and dozens more have filed anonymous complaints, according to 4 workers who spoke to Vice World News. First of all, yeah, let's be honest, the publishing industry has really and I couldn't even tell you how far back it was. It's kind of happening with comic books right now, a little bit more with the main comic book industry. And what that's also basically really happening there is it's spiraling into just destroying the industry, period. Years back, the book publishing industry and also the magazine publishing industry has really been taken over and domineered by women. And it's very much kind of this groupthink, woman sort of run thing now. But what kind of fucking job has a quote-unquote town hall meeting? That already kind of tells you how out of whack some of this shit really is, when you basically have to have some sort of public display and pretend like you're listening to quote-unquote citizens' concerns. Meanwhile, it's your fucking employees' concerns. It's fucking editors, mainly, is what you're gonna be dealing with. It's fucking women that went and got a English degree, found out they couldn't really do much with it, but daddy was able to schmooze them on into some cushy job, fucking signing up their other buddies to write fucking books for them, so they can pretend they have a fucking job that really fucking matters. But a town hall for your employees, that already tells you shit's out of control here. But anyway, let's continue on with this. On Monday, Penguin Random House Canada, Canada's largest book publisher and a subsidiary of Penguin Random House, announced it will be publishing Beyond Order, 12 More Rules for Life by Peterson, to be released in March 2021. The book will be published by Portfolio in the US and Penguin Press in the UK, both part of the Penguin Random House empire. 4 Penguin Random House Canada employees who did not want to be named due to concerns over their employment. Wow, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? You know, this is another part of it. All these real fucking lefties now, they want to have their cake and eat it too. They want to bitch about these things and have their way, but I still need that motherfucking check. I mean, let's not, oh, you mean, ooh, I work for you? Oh. That's how this works? Oh, okay. But anyway, let's continue. Said the company held a town hall about the book Monday, during which executives defended the decision to publish Peterson, while employees cited their concerns about platforming someone who is popular in far-right circles. Oh my god! He is an icon of hate speech and transphobia, and the fact that he's an icon of white supremacy. Regardless of the content of his book, I'm not proud to work for a company that publishes him. A junior employee who is a member of the LGBTQWXYZ community and who attended the town hall told Vice World News. Number 1, hey, I think we all know, but there's no such thing as hate speech. Also, let's be honest, nobody's really afraid of dudes dressing up as women. We just don't like them. And if Jordan Peterson was really an icon of quote-unquote white supremacy, he wouldn't use all those big words and talk so faggy. You know what I'm saying? Another employee said people were crying in the meeting about how Jordan Peterson has affected their lives. They said one coworker discussed how Peterson had radicalized their father. Nice. And another who is talking... Okay, oops, we had a typo here. Okay, I'll try to translate. And another who is talking about how publishing the book will negatively affect their non-binary friend. Jesus Christ, dude. All these fucking mentally ill people, and they're shitting their pants over a fucking book. That tells you how mentally ill they fucking are, if the non-binary part and all this other bullshit didn't already. The company since June has been doing all these anti-racist and allyship things, and then publishing Peterson's book completely goes against this. It just makes all of their previous efforts seem completely performative, the employee added. Well, I got news for you, buddy. That's because it was. A third employee told Vice World News the company's Diversity and Inclusion Committee received at least 70 anonymous messages about Peterson's book, and only a couple are in favor of the decision to publish it. Anonymous messages? Is there anything even more f***y than an anonymous message? Like newspapers, at least, hey, if you want to write a letter bitching about something or other, at least most of them usually have the requirement that, hey, you gotta at least sound off like you got a pair and sign your fucking name to this shit. Anonymous messages are just more fucking ops. Miss me with that shit. In an email statement, Penguin Random House Canada said it's open to its employees' feedback. We announced yesterday that we will publish Jordan Peterson's new book, Beyond Order, this coming March. Immediately following the announcement, we held a forum and provided a space for our employees to express their views and offer feedback. Our employees have started an anonymous feedback channel, which we fully support. We are open to hearing our employees' feedback and answering all of their questions. We remain committed to publishing a range of voices, the statement said. The company did not answer any specific questions sent by Vice World News. Also, part of this too, I can't tell. I haven't really read a whole lot of Vice. I think it used to be based in the past, and then it became fucking I can't tell if this article is kind of based or kind of but it really doesn't matter right now anyway. We'll continue on. Peterson, 58, a University of Toronto professor of psychology turned anti-political correctness crusader, first ignited international controversy in September 2016 when he posted a lecture to YouTube stating he refused to use gender-neutral pronouns for students and condemning Bill C-16, legislation that increased protections for trans Canadians. Ah, Jesus. You know, I knew that approximately 2016, 2017 is kind of when he hit the scene and became, visible kind of on a worldwide sort of basis. I guess I forgot it was for refusing to use gender-neutral pronouns, which I would have done too. I'm either lucky or unlucky enough in my normal life to not really have to be around those type of people very often. So that's not anything I would have to deal with anyway. But yeah, I'm not gonna sit around and fucking placate to somebody's mental fucking illness. That's not anything I have the time for. He quickly became popular in right-wing and libertarian circles across the globe, becoming a regular guest on Joe Rogan's podcast. He amassed 3.25 million YouTube followers, nice, who turned into his lectures on why white privilege isn't real, true, and how masculinity is under attack. At one point, he was making $80,000 a month on Patreon. Holy fucking shit. No wonder he came back to all this shit. You'd have to. You'd be an idiot not to try to get some of that money again. His book, 12 Rules for Life, An Antidote to Chaos, included instructions like stand up straight with your shoulders back and set your house in perfect order before you criticize the world, and sold more than 5 million copies worldwide, according to Penguin Random House. Yeah, insert you're a druggie and you're telling other people how to live their lives joke here. We get it. I mean, that's what I do ultimately feel, but I'm not here to shit on the guy. The Penguin Random House Canada employees said the company was secretive about releasing Peterson's new book. One said the title didn't appear in an internal database that normally includes all future books. I feel it was deliberately hidden and dropped on us once it was too late to change course, said the junior employee who is a member of the LGBTQWXYZ community. The employee said workers would have otherwise considered a walkout, similar to what Hatchet employees did when the publisher announced it would be publishing Woody Allen's memoir. Hatchet later dropped the book. In an email viewed by Vice World News, Kristen Cochran, Chief Executive Officer of Penguin Random House Canada, invited staff to discuss the announcement with Ann Collins, publisher of Nomph. Shows how much I'm into book publishing, huh? Random Canada Publishing Group, the imprint under which Peterson's book will be published. How we think about our publishing and the range of books and authors that we publish is an evolving process and part of an ever-changing conversation, and one I'm eager to have in a bigger way with all of you, Cochran said in the email, referencing a larger meeting planned for the new year. In the meantime, though, I realize some of you might have thoughts to share on this particular publication, and so shortly following this note, you will receive an invitation from Ann Collins, where she will share more information about this new book and, more importantly, our reasons for publishing it. Collins opened the meeting by talking about how Peterson has helped millions of people who are on the fringes of society who would otherwise be radicalized by alt-right groups. According to one of the 4 employees who spoke to Vice World News. Oh, see, hey, listen, Jordan Peterson isn't a right-winger and did all these things that you're blaming him for. No, he's more centrist, and it's actually, he's keeping these people from being terrorists and going and shooting up your kid's school, so it's good that we publish him. That's the reason why we're doing it. She was trying to kind of spin it as a positive to be publishing this book, the employee said. But he's the one who's responsible for radicalizing and causing the surge of alt-right groups, especially on university campuses. The employee said Collins noted her background in journalism. And that it's important to be publishing a variety of voices. The journalism thing too, if only you guys knew, but journalism is about as worthless as a basket weaving fucking degree. I'll just be honest with you. Journalists are kind of like the weathermen of history. It doesn't really matter if they get it right or wrong today because they're just going to be cranking out more shit tomorrow. And who knows if that's right or wrong either. The employee said Scott Sellers, director of marketing strategy, spoke about how the company has to work with writers whose views we don't necessarily support, but that Sellers also defended Peterson by stating that he supports same-sex marriage. Oh, hey guys, he's not all bad. It's cool that people f*** each other in the ass. He's down with that. That's a plus in the column for him though, right? The employee said when Peterson previously came into the office to talk about the book, they would kind of do it secretly. Oh my. They knew what they were doing wasn't right. Okay. And they knew so many people in the company were upset about him. There are so many people in the company upset about making fucking money publishing books. That tells you another part of this whole thing. Books, just like comic books, all this shit is about to really just get funneled down even further and further. There's a lot of kind of extra hanger-oners and just people that are unneeded that are going to get culled from these companies here very shortly. And it's going to happen with publishing pretty quick too. And what we're going to do is we're going to get into a market where, hey, if this book sells, you're going to be able to keep your job and make more money. But if you're an editor who gets us garbage to fucking publish and it doesn't make money, well, unfortunately, honey, we're just going to have to go our separate ways. The employee said they believe Penguin Random House Canada is publishing Peterson's new book because 12 Rules for Life was incredibly successful. Well, duh. But that wasn't part of Monday's conversation. They're not going to acknowledge the reason they're doing it is for money. Oh my god. I feel that would be the most honest route to go rather than making up excuses for Jordan Peterson, they said. Well, they're trying to placate your dumbass. They're trying to pretend it's not all about money. They're trying to pretend there is this altruistic motive for their jobs and cutting a check to all you fucking peons every day and cutting one for themselves too. The employee said the company's Diversity and Inclusion Committee aired concerns about how this will affect other authors. We publish a lot of people in the LGBTQ plus WXYZ community, and what is the company going to do about making sure these authors are still feeling supported by a company that is supporting somebody who denies their existence? The employee said. According to the employee, another person said they were instructed not to post anything critical of Peterson on their social media feeds when 12 Rules for Life was published. The employee said Cochran said she didn't recall that policy. Hey, listen, here's part of this too. They need to have that policy. There needs to be policies in these publishing companies where, hey, listen, you can't fucking start shitting on somebody on social media, another fucking peer, basically, and especially somebody else who works in this fucking company, another fucking book that we're publishing. You can't fucking shit on that thing to make some social justice warrior fucking point on social media and try to get fucking kudos and ass pats for your fucking self. This is a fucking job, dude. Number one, at the end of the day, all this shit is a fucking job, and you're either making money or you're fucking hurting us. And if you're hurting us, you need to fucking go. It's that fucking simple. All of the workers who spoke to Vice World News said if the book isn't canceled, they would like Penguin Random House Canada to consider donating the profits from the book to an LGBTQWXYZ organizations. Jesus, dude. So, if you publish the book, you shouldn't keep that blood money. You should just give it to all the f***s in the fucking world. God damn. It's just, unending, isn't it? But I'm gonna tell you already, the reason that they didn't tell their employees and these other editors about this decision being made first is because, that decision isn't gonna be made by you guys either. Sorry to break it to you. They said the company has not elaborated on how it will respond to the critical feedback, but as soon as the book is being published in March, it will likely go to print soon. They're still going to publish the book. That was basically the whole point of this. It's like those crying rooms or whatever the fucking college now, where these kids are so fucking soft, they've got to go cry about Trump getting elected, or, maybe they got to cry about Biden getting elected this time. Maybe that's happening. I don't know. But it was kind of like that, but for adults / rich kids who got a fucking English degree and had to rely on mommy and daddy to get them into the fucking publish industry in some cushy fucking job where they're just approving fucking scripts and pretending like they're doing something that really fucking matters. Peterson has maintained a very low profile over the past year as he has been dealing with serious health issues, which, according to his daughter, included a medically induced coma as he attempted to detox in Russia for a benzo dependence. Medically induced coma. Damn, dude, that's some serious ass shit. But they put that in there just to kind of shit on the guy even more. But medically induced coma, damn, that's something. In a subdued YouTube video released Monday, Peterson said he has been working on his 12 Rules sequel for the past 3 years. And then, anyway, now, the first thing I want to address is, hey, yeah, I think Peterson's kind of a grifter, and I think most people who are adults hopefully kind of see him as the grifter that he is, hopefully in my eyes. That's just my opinion. That's just my fucking opinion, at least. But I don't think he shouldn't be allowed to publish a book, especially if, hey, it's going to be a profitable book. His last book was profitable. He's got a big following on YouTube. This is how these things work. This is how popular culture works. If it's popular, people will throw money at it and they want it because they actually want to consume this media and you're making money. And this is how a normal functioning industry should be. The second thing I want to point out on this is basically what's really good about this story that all these fucking editors and all these wham are bitching about is actually what I just said to you, that, hey, this is a business and it needs to make money. The higher ups at these companies have realized that too. And we're actually going into an era of, yeah, we kind of let the monkeys run the asylum for a little while and we let you throw your shit around and kind of have your say on this for a little bit. But what we actually need to do is run this like a real fucking business again. So we'll kind of placate you guys and we'll let you have your cry time and and you can complain and you can send in your anonymous bitching and moaning and all this and we'll let you have your tantrum. But ultimately, we're still publishing the book, whether you like it or not. And if you don't like it, you're free to leave any fucking time you want. But anyway, guys, that's just my 2 cents today. If you enjoyed this video, please interact with it every and any way you can. Click the subscribe button, hit that bell to get notifications of new videos sent directly to your phone and inbox. Leave a comment below, but I'll be back tomorrow with another video. And as always, remember to hit the pipe harder than you hit your wife and kids.